hot zones on.
Yeah, we did. Turn those off, and then umpires are perfect.
Yeah, that's weird. We used to let they see hot and cold zones.
Yeah, I never thought of it until I did that one tournament.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Somerset going up against Wichita. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, ready to go here at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. That's too low. And we are underway. 1-0. In the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch. And there's one away. Ryan Reynolds here. Scooble, 28 years old. And he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2018. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. One out, base is empty. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That one gets down for a hit. Throws to second.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not. But off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And another ball. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Reynolds, the runner at second with one away. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
0-2. Hits and fires. Tatis runs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at first, one away. Struck in, looking. Runner climbs in on that right side. That one drilled left field. Reigns makes the catch. And we're back. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Reigns. Swing and a ground ball. No, and that's a foul ball. You'll want. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Simmons makes the grab. And there's one down. So digging in, Alfonso Soriano.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
One down, base is empty. A little bit high.
Ball, that's high.
And it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to short. De La Cruz in plenty of time to first, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Turner collects it. Throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Skubal back to work. Hit in the air, center field. Carroll calls it in, and there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball and just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Freddie Freeman stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
1-0.
And another
No, that's
ball.
out.
And there's
No,
the ball.
that's in.
Swing and a miss. And now 3-1.
3 balls and no strikes.
And a swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
Take your baseball, 4.
Especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1 gone, runner at first. Joey Bart digs in now.
That's a ball.
And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Wow.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 3-0. And now here is Ted Simmons. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 4-0. So the lineup flips over. Here's Ellie De La Cruz. He's lucky he didn't have to cough up part of his salary to Hunter Green earlier this year, Singy.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ball 1
That
there.
missed. That's a
That's a
ball.
good pitch there. Really had some
1-2.
run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's where he swing at it. He had a broken bat. She jogged back to the dugout.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Ryan Reynolds. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that extends the inning.
Waste no time there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And there's a foul ball. Reynolds leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Nope, ball.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that'll do
That's
it.
an out.
Bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, George Springer. Just
No, ball.
missed. That's to third. Throw on to Freeman.
No.
That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Top of the zone for a called strike. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on
No
that
ball, 2
fastball.
strikes.
Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Out to center. Reynolds gets under it. He's got it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Out to short. Gets it to first, and that is that. And we're back. Anthony Santander at the plate. That's off the mark,
that missed.
and that's ball 1.
No, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. Called strike right there.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Piazza fires to first.
He's out.
In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Now it's Justin Turner.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
There's a swing and a drop. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He was all over that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Here's Ketel Marte. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 out and a runner at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a line drive, base hit it to left field. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one's back there. Hits the fence. Here comes Marte around third. The relay to the plate. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Here's Joey Barton now. Inside.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the dirt. That one catches the zone. 3 balls and a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Simmons, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. On the ground right side, 4, 6,
Got it.
3. It's a double play, and that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third, there's the shortstop at the plate, Jackie Robinson. Foul ball.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And there's a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Santana checks over to first, and he's back. Just
Ball.
missed. Next pitch,
No,
a
that's
slider
out.
that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin.
Marte to Elliott,
She's up.
second for one. On to Freddie. Double play. Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the
Strike
biggest
two.
names in the sport.
In the dirt. Simmons down to first with it. Got it. Inning over on the strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Ellie De La Cruz. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Brings it in. One away. And now the center fielder, Ryan Reynolds. And first offering is fouled off. Munoz, 26 years old, and he's a native of
Outside,
Mexico.
ball.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Hey,
Swing and a miss at
1 and 2 is the
100
count.
miles an hour. Inside
Inside,
just
ball.
missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Carroll under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss.
Ha!
That's strike 1.
0-1.
And that's
Ball.
outside. 2 down, nobody
1 and
on.
1.
Top half of inning number 4. Falling
That's a
behind
ball.
2-1.
Ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then
3-1.
no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swings and misses. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Tim Raines. Check swing,
Yeehaw!
and he went. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Bunt attempt missed, but it gets away. Simmons gathers, throws to first, gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Alfonso Soriano getting ready to hit. Late
Yeah,
with the
one.
swing there.
Well, right now this battery is
No
seeing
ball,
the
1 strike.
aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So gotta be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch,
0-2.
especially early in the count.
Foul ball still 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. 1 down, base is empty. That misses.
No, that's up.
And the count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Grounded out his first time. That one ripped. In 1 hops off the wall, should be extra bases.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
This one in the dirt. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Now 1
Ball.
missed. And it's second. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these
That's
guys
the
were
ball.
going to have a very difficult
One and
time
one.
to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
And there's one down. So now Turner into that right side. Fought off foul. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add a run. It's 7-0. Base is empty, one away. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. One down, base is empty.
Tag.
And that
Nope,
just
ball.
misses.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Holds it in for the out. 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work with the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
First one to Freeman is in for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
This is Joey Bart.
Here.
Big swing and a miss.
0-1.
That one is absolutely belted. And this one looks like trouble. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's an 8-run lead.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And it'll be first and third now after that miscue. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Headed down the line. Springer racing after it. Nabs it, and that'll do it. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to him, Mike Piazza. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And that one hammered. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. And now, David Ortiz.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Santander makes the grab, 1 down. And now the shortstop, Jackie Robinson. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hut.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Tag, save.
He's safe.
He's into third of the wild pitch. Piazza takes his lead at third with 1 away. Just missed.
Ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Tatis makes the play. Runner tags for home. The tag gets
Got
him,
him. That's
and
an
it's
out.
a double play to end the inning. Top 6. Here's the center fielder, Brian Reynolds. And that one is lifted in the air. Carroll gets under it. And out number 1 on the grab. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. In the air out to center. Springer makes his way towards it. Makes the grab for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. Anthony Santander will hit next. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That one a little bit
that
high.
missed. That's a ball.
And now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reigns on the move. And that is that. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here is Ted Williams. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Tatis makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Carroll now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Up the middle. He gets there with the slide. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, bases empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. There's the strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Grabs it on the run, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Turner now. Hader back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Hader goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider,
0 balls, 2
and he
strikes.
works in a changeup. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. That's to 3rd. Zips it across, and 2 away to start the 7th. Here is Freddie Freeman. First
1
pitch,
ball, no
not
strikes.
close. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
They say you win.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the
1-2,
scoreboard
count.
here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Alfonso Soriano. This one in the air, right field. 1 down. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jose Ramirez. Ground ball left
That's
side.
foul.
And it goes just foul. That's towards center. Tatis after it. Makes the catch for the out. 2 away now. 2 down, bases empty. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
2-0.
That one not close. Got a count now 2-0. And there's the strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Springer off of first with 2 away. And he couldn't hold back. New inning getting started. And now the DH. Joey Bart. On the ground to first, Ortiz. The
Out on the
tag, and he's out. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ben Simmons.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. And there's two down. Two out, space is empty. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Liner, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
On the ground to the left. Bounces it to first, but he gets it out. On to the bottom of the eighth. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Line drive, base hit. The leadoff man aboard. Next to hit, Jackie Robinson. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Tatis makes the grab, one away. And the batter now, Ted Williams. Both two in this one. That's a strike. 0-1.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a
No
dance.
ball. One strike.
One here, but
That
more
missed.
pitches.
That's a
We'll see
ball.
how it turns out.
1-1.
This one in the air, center field. Reynolds gets under it. Calls it in, 2 away. So they're down to their final out. This is Corbin Carroll. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1.
Hot shot to third. That's the ball.
After that.
8-0. Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Wizards going up against the Jokers. Ready to go? Now the left fielder, Tim Raines.
The left fielder, Tim Raines.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
It's 0-1.
Up and in, and the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Just
Ball.
missed. The other way, and he boots it. Still fires to first.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Alfonso Soriano, the next to hit. Strike one.
That's one. No balls. 1 strike.
Just
That's
off
a
the
ball.
outside edge. And 1-1. May over to first. Raines back on a dive. Next offering
Ball.
upstairs.
Just missed with that good fastball inside, but it's nice.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
Hey.
Safe at second, and that was not close. Raines at second with nobody out. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Full count.
Nice swing and a miss. Into the fastball. Here's Jose Ramirez. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Now at the plate, George Springer. Popped up right side. Marte pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. On the ground to third. Over to first, and that will end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Dustin May. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Bottom of the first, the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings and misses.
0-2.
Strike 2. And they'll do it again. Up the middle. Oh, nice play. Throws from his knees. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Ryan Reynolds here. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Runner on the move. There's the ball.
1-1.
David second, and he easily steals the bat. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up.
Runner on the go again. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. No outs. Runner on second. Next pitch
Ball,
is
that's outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. He's trying for third. Safe. That's 2 stolen bases now for Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Well, Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Suns swing and the ball ripped out towards right center field. A touchdown for a hit. In comes the run from third, and they trail by one. The throw to second is offline.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And
one ball, no strikes.
They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitcher's arm.
Robinson whips it to first, and Turner is retired. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. And a foul ball. Ortiz handling the duties at first, batting sixth. This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jackie Robinson. And that misses. Ball one. And another ball. 1 out, bases empty.
2-0.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ted Williams in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Left field. Santander under it. Makes the grab. 2 down. This is Corbin Carroll. Runner on the go. But attempt misses. Oh, that's a stolen base. In the dirt, but
no balls, 2
throws
strikes.
it away. Here comes Jackie flying around third. He'll score. 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Reynolds makes the play, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the second. Ketel Marte up to the plate. May back to work.
That's a ball.
Outside low, and that's ball one. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Calls it in, 1 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Just
ball, that's
missed.
down.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's
1 ball,
just
1
trying
strike.
to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, and let it travel.
Yep. Reigns makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. This is Joey Barton. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, but he beats it out.
He's in there.
The leadoff man is on with an infield single. And at first, here's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Right through there for a strike. Runner on the go. Line drive, base hit. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe. Now it's going to be Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
In the air, right field. Tatis under this one. The throw in. He's in safely at second. A run comes in on the play. Here's George Springer.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And it's second. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 2 away. So 2 down now. And here is Mike Piazza. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Ball.
To third. Whips it to first. Piazza out the play. Bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ted Simmons. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Soriano slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Elly De La Cruz. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. He leads the yard to right. It's 4-2. Now a chance for Brian Reynolds. Down the line. Rings. Long run. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. In the air, left field. Out number 2. Batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Jump throw. And he's safe at first.
Well, just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. And we're back. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Jackie Robinson digs in now. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. They get the out on Robinson. Now it's the DH, Ted Williams. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He steps on the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 4th, down the third baseman, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 1. Tap foul at the plate. Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to first.
He's out.
Turner is out. Here's Ketel Marte. Fly to left his first time.
Second baseman, Ketel.
And that's
That missed.
downstairs.
That's a ball.
Ball one.
Hey, ha!
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
The first
And here's
baseman,
Freddie
number
Freeman.
5,
He's 0
Freddie
for 1.
Freeman.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Late swing, foul to the left. May delivers. And 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So he's got to stay ready for it.
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. So runner in
0-2.
scoring position, and now the tying run
1-2.
comes to the plate. Here at the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses.
2-2.
And the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. May back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Carroll
0-1.
in his 3rd season, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Santander snags it, and there's one away. So the batting order turns over, and the batter now, Tim Raines. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reynolds settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Stepping in, Alfonso Soriano. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. Foul ball there.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And there's 1 down. So the lineup flips over, and now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. On the ground to 3rd. Tosses across to 1st, and he's out. Now here is Ryan Reynolds. Swinging a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
On its way to the corner, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you...
Robinson whips it to first. That's the inning. Top of the 6th inning. And now, Jose Ramirez. To the right side, Marte. To first.
He's up.
1 up, 1 down. And the batter is George Springer.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, put the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
That one hammered left field. Santander moving back for it. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. One down. And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, that's today's
0-2.
style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Simmons makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
2 outs, base is empty. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
0-1.
Crazy.
On the ground, Turner collects it. They get the course, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Anthony Santander. That one fouled off. And a ground ball to first. Here's the tag, and he's out.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of
That's
just
a ball.
about every at-bat.
Turner, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground to 3rd, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Ketel Marte getting ready to hit.
Marte.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Turner over at first with 1 away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
The first baseman, number 5.
So now it's Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2.
Freeman.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Base hit center field. Headed to a plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to 3rd.
Back-to-back base hits. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Late swing, fouled off.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
It's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. No advance. Good job behind the dish. So up next, Ted Simmons. 0 for 2 in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Missed with a changeup. Going to count 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. And here is Ted Williams. And first offering is fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line. Drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter.
Gregory Soto on the pitch here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a second. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Safe. Really pulled him with the breaking ball there. A bunt and it's popped up. Freeman snags it for the second out.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And that one wrapped foul. Two outs and a runner at third. Here in the top half of inning number 7. The next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive and foul ball. Cut on and miss, and it's a strikeout. Set for the last half of the 7th. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Hit in the air, right field. And that is Springer. Squeezes it, and there's one down. So digging in, Ryan Reynolds. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Carroll calls it in, and there's 2 away. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss at this. We go to the 8th, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Soto back to work. And that one fouled off. And now the 0-1. That one out to right. Tatis makes the grab, 1 down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Springer checks his swing. Now it appeared to first. And yes, he did. That's the swing, according to Kenny Jansen. High fly ball out towards left center. Reynolds gets under it. He's got it. There's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Trevor Hoffman.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Good job to fight that one off. Got it, swinging. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Comes up empty.
Oh, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Ortiz puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's JT at the dish. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
A 6'4" lefty. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Marte at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Just
that's down. That's a ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
There's a swing and a try. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a miss. And welcome back. To the ballpark. We go to the ninth. Leading off, David Ortiz. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time.
No balls. 1 strike.
Strike 2.
No fair right there. I mean, the slider didn't move to the very last moment. Very difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip the cap on the foot. So up next,
Jackie Robinson. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying it off.
Now, Pete Crow Armstrong, and that clips the inside corner. So you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ellie looking to steal. Got him swinging. Safe at second, and that was not close. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carey. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third.
1-0.
Pitch is high. For the third. He's safe. De La Cruz on third with 2 out. Swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross.
1-1.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Pitch. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So bottom of the 9th, and here's the first base. Freddie Freeman. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Now 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Next is the designated hitter, Joey Bart. Down and away for ball 1. Out there to center. It gets down, a base hit.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
In the dirt, blocked. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. So a change being made at first base. On the pinch run, Ricky Henderson. Gossage ready. That was pretty nasty. So it's their last chance in this one. And now Ellie De La Cruz. The kick of the pitch. Runner goes.
1-0.
It's a pitch out. Throws. Save. Piazza too late with that one. Runner at second, 2 down. They're the last half of inning number 9.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended.
Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. No throw. Save the third. It's a stolen base. Goose is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's Somerset going up against Wichita.
And now, please welcome your
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Ready to go now. This is Corbin Carroll.
The lefty, Corbin Carroll.
And that's in for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Carroll hustling after it. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ryan Reynolds here. First pitch misses. To say Bob Gibson's season in 1968 was outstanding is an understatement. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike.
Nice try, Ramon.
Great throw by Gary Sanchez. Little chopper rolls foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. Here's Joey Gallo. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That is four. The designated hitter,
Anthony Santander at the plate. To the right side. They take the force out, third out. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Jacob deGrom.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
At the plate, Tim Raines. This to center field, and it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike.
Saves it. No ball, two
And
strikes.
easily steals the bat. Got it swinging. Heat too much on that one. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Down to call here, rolls foul. Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
0-2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. Here's George Springer. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you
1 and
swing
2
at
to
it,
count.
you had a broken bat, so you jog back to the dugout.
And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That's to third. And it gets by him. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. It's just nice.
Ball. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 2-2. And this one squirts away from the catcher. But all the runners hold. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is a big first out. Here's the catcher to hit, Jason Varitek. And fouled off. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. That is left. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him. Gary Sanchez. DeGrom back to work. Line to left, and that's a fair ball.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity?
0-1.
109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike on the inside corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working.
Gallo, off balance. There's one. On the front. Double play. And now the first baseman, David Ortiz.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
No ball.
Ellie
1 strike.
Cruz. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by
No
and
balls, 2
elevated.
strikes.
And if you're not looking up and down.
That's strike 3. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. The batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Slider right there.
Man, 91 on the
0-1.
slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Outside low. And that is ball 1. Late that time, it's strike 2.
1-2.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base. And now it's even up.
Missed. 1-1.
Just missed.
Ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Brian Reynolds. This one lifted in the air, left field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now here is Joey Gallo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Makes the grab, and that is as we go to to the last of the third. And now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin. And I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Corbin goes down on strikes. So the batting order turns over. And now Tim Raines. Inside.
Nope, that's it.
Ball one.
You always have to worry about the fastball when facing DeGrom, Boog. I mean, it's an electric pitch for him, and he's usually pumping it in at about 100 miles per hour, which makes him one of the hardest throwing pitchers in the league.
Marte throws to first in time. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Soriano swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
And he chases that one. And we're back as we go to the top of the fourth. And now the DH, Anthony Santander. Check swing, no appeal. Check swing, and he went. It's the ball in 2 shots.
1-2.
Hard hit left side. Ramirez sends it to first. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
A shot to the opposite field. It's 1-0. 1 out, base is empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Cut on and missed at 101.
0-1.
And strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Headed towards the corner. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. 1 down, base is empty. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, look at the stop. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Jose Ramirez. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the batter is George Springer. Late on that fastball.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
No swing. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there.
2 balls,
Trying
1
to
strike.
tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. And there's a
No,
ball.
that missed. That's a ball. Count is full.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Ball one
Ball.
there. Out to short. Throw on to Freeman. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss at 100. No chance. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. That's the third. Ramirez sends it across the first, and the first 2 set down on the top of the 5th. So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. That one to first, and that's a fair ball.
Wastes no time there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
Two outs. Headed down the line. Reigns on the run towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Next pitch,
That's
a
a ball.
slider that misses outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire to...
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Ryan Reynolds leaves the yard. It's 3-0. And now it's Joey Gallo. And that one upstairs.
That's high.
Right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And the batter now, Mike Piazza. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Piazza goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old, and he's usually a catcher. Today he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strikes him out with 101. And here is David Ortiz. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
All over that one right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
De La Cruz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there. So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
And now the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Ortiz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Up the middle. Takes it to the base for the force out. That ends the frame. All set for the top of the sixth. Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these guys digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we?
0-2.
They've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Foul ball.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The 0-2. In the air, left side. Rains. Settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. The throw into second, pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Marte in the box again, takes the strike. Swing and a drive, deep right field. You can kiss it goodbye. A two-run shot, and they add to the lead. It's 5-0. The batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings and fouls one off. Still only one out here in the inning. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Tatis waits. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that is that. Bottom of the sixth. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. Now a drag bunt, third base side. And that goes foul. Next offering is foul back. Swing, and that goes deep shot. Way back there. And they're chipping away. It's 5-1. Now here is Alfonso Soriano. Swing and miss at a slider.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Cut on and missed at 101.
0-2.
And it's 0-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. So up next, Jose Ramirez. And it's fouled off. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. That only triple digits.
They can live up to the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Corrals it. And there are two down. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. So runner at second, two down. Gary Sanchez will hit next.
0-1.
And that was cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings and misses. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Cologne back to work. And first offering is fouled off. In the air out towards right center. And George makes the grab. And a quick out number one. Here's the left fielder, Corbin Carroll. And a swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Ball.
That misses. And the count is 1-1. That's a little bit low. In the air, right side. Springer there makes the catch, and there's two down. Next to hit, Brian Reynolds.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Soriano moves under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the seventh, and now the DH, Mike Piazza. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch.
It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. And now, David Ortiz. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Outside corner, got him looking. And the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
0-2.
In the air to left down the line. Carroll turns to the right on the move and makes the grab. For the top of the 8th, Joey Gallo steps to the plate. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. Coulombe in his 7th season. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a slur, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and one out now. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in for the out. And there are two outs. Next to the dish is Freddie. And that's counted away.
1-0.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
That one is absolutely belted. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. 3-1 at second with 2 down. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Grounds one to short. De La Cruz tosses the first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the 8th. Now here is Corbin Carroll. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Dennis Santana.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And a foul ball. Santana, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch.
0-2.
And for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Blows down. That's a strikeout. Next to hit, Tim Raines. He's already homered in this game. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0 balls,
1
1
out,
strike.
base is empty. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck, right field. That's back there. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw. Ramirez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. In the air, left field, Carroll sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out. All set to start the 9th in this one. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Wow.
It's 0-1.
Close to the zone.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Throws to first.
After that.
And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that is Springer. Brings it in. 2 down. So digging in, Jeremy Pena. 1 for 3. Out towards right center field. And George makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back. Here's George Springer to start it off. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off him. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
To have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And that one is inside. Hits for average power.
3-1.
The ability to field the arm and then the speed. Really impressive.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Sprader swings through that one. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Sanchez now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
That's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
0-2. Bases empty, one away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Guys swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. Piazza stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. They're down to their final strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to put this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of inning number 9. Got him!